sing. In the arms of the Father, there is love like no other. He who formed all things offers love to me. Where you go, we will follow. Through the dark, through the narrow, and in all we do, we are bound to you. I wanna be close to you.
My name is Lizette, and I am the director and founder of Hope for Women in Crisis, which was started in 2012. And Olivia Chirabo is one of the first people that we came in contact with to help. Hope for Women in Crisis helps teenage mothers, and by then Olivia was a teenage mother. We began working from Ginger Main Hospital. So at the time, I was working with my social worker, and we went for our routine outreach, praying for the women and giving out the help, medicine and clothes like we always did. And the nurse informed me of Olivia's case. Now, Hope for Women in Crisis had limited funds, and we were operating under the umbrella of Next Generation Ministries International.
We will be forever grateful for the fact that Hope for Women in Crisis connected us to Olivia. Olivia does not live in town. She lives very far from town. In fact, when you reach her place, you'll find out there's no electricity there, there's no running water. Many people would say she lives in the bush. So the only way she had for transportation from her house was by boda boda, which is a small motorcycle which you can rent for a distance for a small amount of money. So she was on a motorcycle when her foot got caught in the spokes of the rear wheel as she was riding side saddle. She couldn't feel it because she was paraplegic, and a lot of damage was done to that foot. She was fighting the wound on it, but by the time we met her, it had deteriorated to a terrible degree. What we decided to do was to take her to Kampala, have her evaluated by a superior orthopedic surgeon, and see if that foot could be saved or if it would need it to be amputated. The end of the story, of course, is that there was no way to save it and it had to be amputated. This was where we fell in love with this girl and began to be very concerned about her future. Our desire was to make sure that Olivia was well aware that she had a purpose in life. It didn't depend on her being able to walk, but that God had a reason for her life and she needed to discover what it was. We did not want her to develop an identity as a cripple or as a handicapped person. We simply wanted to make sure that she realized she had a very redemptive purpose on this earth. No sooner had we finished with solving that physical problem than others began to arise. Because of Olivia's immobile condition, she began to develop pressure sores on different parts of her body. On one occasion, she had been sitting so long in a wheelchair that she developed very serious pressure sores on her bottom. They were both big enough to put a raw egg inside of them. We spent 3 months ministering to her. We put her in a hospital where she could eat a high-protein diet to assist in the healing process. We hired a nurse who would check on her daily and dress the wounds. And we made sure that there were plenty of people who would come around, visit her, love her, because she was away from her son and her mother for that duration of her healing process. Throughout the course of our relationship with Olivia, we had medical teams who would check on her and always fall in love with her. We had students from the one-step course, our mentoring course that we run through Next Generation Ministries, who would also go out and visit her and fall in love with her. There were so many different things that she needed in her life, but we believe that the greatest need she had was to find her purpose. We often would pray for her and ask God to help her uncover that purpose for which she was made. We told her, Olivia, no one else can be you. You're the only Olivia, and you have a purpose on this earth that no one else can fulfill. So we're asking God to help you uncover that purpose. Olivia is now in her second year of running a kindergarten for the students around her house in the village. In fact, this year, her second year, she has enrolled 52 students. These children, who would not otherwise be in school, are receiving the love that she has for them and getting an education. We are so grateful for those donors who have contributed money so that we could build 2 classrooms, build a pit toilet that qualifies under the health department so the students can use it there. We believe this is just the beginning for Olivia. We believe in her. She's a woman of purpose. She's very positive about her life, and we believe that her life is going to impact so many others.